Open Comms Radio, Season 2, Episode 2. Back on the menu, Banjo-Kazooie, one of the greatest games ever made, but that's not what we talk about on this show. On this show, we talk about Star Citizen and all the cool things happening in the game. We also sometimes talk about ice skating, tacos, and other things on occasion. And today we may veer off because I'm here with my gracious, beautiful co-host today, the best man at Fortnite, Duke Later II. Duke Later, how you doing today?
I'm blushing. That's how I'm doing. That intro has me blushing. I feel good. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Good. Well, you know why I thought of it was because in the past I've berated you and kicked you for playing Fortnite, but I recently went home and saw my little nephews, and they are now playing Fortnite. And I
Hey,
happened to have my Nintendo
oh
Switch
my
with
god.
me, and they were like, "Play Fortnite with us! Play Fortnite with us!" So I
I
got
said,
on.
this was all part of a misunderstanding. Wasn't it? I've like never played Fortnite.
What are you talking about?
I've never played that game.
On Discord, it always says you're playing Fortnite.
That's my kid.
You let your kid play on your account? That's an adult account.
Yeah, man. Otherwise, you have
You're
to
gonna
go
get in
in. You have to
trouble,
say
dude.
yes. They keep asking me, can your son shoot this person? Can your son accept friend requests from this stranger? And I'm like, I just got tired of all of the notifications on my phone. So I just
Yeah.
said, you know what? You're an adult. You may look 7, but you're an adult.
Whoa, you better
Tired
watch
of
out your
dealing with
credit
this.
card, dude. You're gonna start buying up all kinds of cool stuff. That Fortnite store, I mean, let me tell you something. That is much more complete than the Star Citizen store.
It is. I mean, but in
Mm.
a terrifying way. I
Oh
really
yeah.
hope that CIG never takes a look at that and says, you know what? We could be making money like this. We'll all be running
Well, they
around
have the
looking like cartoon panda bears, on broomsticks and shit.
oh yeah. Well, if there's a Nick Cage skin, you know,
Yeah, is that your
I may like that.
okay?
I'm a
All
sucker.
right.
I'm a sucker for purple. I'm a sucker for Nicolas Cage. Who's the guy? Who's the guy? Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Fuck Tom Hanks.
Like literally?
No, like fuck that guy, dude. He's
Okay. All right.
look,
So you're not
unpopular
getting
opinion.
the Tom Hanks skin, but you are getting the Nicolas Cage purple skin.
If Squadron 42 releases and they're like, surprise, Tom Hanks is in it, I may not buy the game. I may say,
Okay.
you know what? I've had enough of this because I
Interesting.
don't need, yeah, I don't need that guy.
I
He's
don't
just gonna
think
come.
I've
He's gonna be
uh,
Tom Hanks.
Eva, I don't think I've ever heard such strong feelings about Tom Hanks one way or the other. What is your beef with Tom Hanks?
Dude, Tom Hanks had one movie, Forrest Gump,
Okay.
and then in every American tragedy that has followed, Tom Hanks has somehow managed to cash in on.
It's okay. Fair. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying
All
here?
right.
Saving Private
I I see
Ryan,
a pattern. Yep.
Sully. He did a
The Apollo
9/11
movie.
movie. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
even even
Captain
um
whatever.
yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the pirate guy.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, this is definitely not. He went to space in one movie, Apollo 13.
Right. But I think that's as
Yeah,
close as
thank
we're
you,
coming to
Skeeter.
Star Citizen with Tom Hanks, probably.
I hope so. I surely do hope so. This week, Duke, every week we have a question on this show. Did you know that?
I've heard about it, but I usually ignore that.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Well, every week we have a question, and every week we invite people on from all over the internet, all over the webosphere to come on here and answer this question and talk to us about it. Anyone can join the show. You just basically you pop into our Discord. Uh, we'll pull you on up, and you'll have some time to chat with us, and then you can stay on the couch and chat with all the guests. Come on live if you just want to hang out with us on your own time. You can catch us on Spotify, on YouTube, on Deezer, on iHeart, on all the services that are out there. Our question this week is, what does inventory have in store for Star Citizen?
Ooh.
Hmm. Duke, what do you think? What does inventory have in store for Star Citizen?
I hopefully a lot. I mean, I'm not an avocado, so I haven't gotten to try out the new tech. It's the tech preview, right? Tech preview. Yeah, I haven't
Tech
tried the tech
preview,
preview myself. I've
Evocado.
read
Yep.
the Evocado. I've read the things that are included. They seem really cool. I'm definitely I'm drooling at the idea of inventory because there's so much of the game that I frankly don't engage with just because the inventory is it's ugh, it's just it's not great.
Yeah. And I'll say at the top of the hour, and I've been hammering home at this because I feel like we've been neglected. I play with a gamepad, with a controller. I fly with
Uh,
sticks, but my FPS experience is with a controller. And I see they've
Ugh.
put things in there. They've put those radial menu wheels and stuff, but homies, if your menus don't work with a controller, like they don't work. Just is what it
Mm.
is.
I mean, I
So,
normally I would just revolt against that statement, but I think there's something to be said for the simplicity, right? Like if you
yeah.
can make it work really well on a gamepad, then yes, I mean it'll work better with the mouse and keyboard. But if you can make it work really well on a gamepad, that is that's just chef's kiss.
Mm. I like the way you kissed me. All right, well,
Mm.
put your lips away, Duke. We're gonna bring on our first guest here. Our first guest is a new guest, someone we haven't heard from before. This is Bill. Bill, welcome to Open Comms Radio.
Uh-oh.
Bill, oh, you might be muted there, Bill. Can't quite hear you. Bill is in the room. All right, Bill. You know what I'm
Bill.
gonna do? Bill, I'm gonna put you back down, and then if you stay in the room, I'll bring you on next. Okay?
Hello? Is this
Oh,
Hello?
better?
Bill.
There's
Bill made
Bill.
it.
There's Bill.
Bill.
There we
Bill.
go. Microphone setting.
Bill, welcome to Open Comms Radio. What does inventory have in store for Star Citizen?
From I was watching some videos on it last night. I mean, not what was actually there because they don't let them. They don't let the streamers and those do air. But from what it sounds like, it's going to be a bit, especially if you have a lot of boxes around you or a lot of dead bot or a lot of inventories on the ground.
Yeah, ground
You're going to be able
inventory. Yeah.
to. Yeah, you're going to be able to access that a lot faster and a lot easier. From what it looks like, it seems at first glance, I thought it looked a little chaotic, which is kind of the whole world of this game is chaos. But
Mhm.
no, it looks pretty fancy. I think it should do all right.
All right, is
What
there
did you
anything?
see? Yeah,
Yeah,
same
go, Duke.
question. Same question, Jar Jar. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, is there anything that you haven't seen from inventory that you're hoping will get in there?
Uh, no, I don't think so. Not really. Other than because there's going to be, I think there's like sort and stack options, so it'll stack everything for you, which is pretty rad. Let me get this picture up here. Yeah, I mean, overall, it looks. What is Bing doing? It's like highlighting certain things of this picture. That's weird. I don't like Bing.
Oh, are you using AI? Bill, you're not
No,
supposed
I
to use
just.
that stuff.
Well, no, I was using. I thought I was in for some reason. It went to stupid Bing. Let's go to Google here. Star
Dang,
Citizen. New
dang, that's a
inventory.
blast from the past.
Yeah, I'm just
Bing's
not a
gonna come
fan of.
back, The
Well,
AI
I
is
mean,
actually gonna take over Bing as a husk, and then it's gonna use Bing to conquer the world.
That's fine. I got a
okay.
really good standing with my Alexa and like with my Microsoft Copilot I use through
You
work.
say please and
So I
thank
got
you.
those two guys to kind of help me out if Bing starts getting out of line. They
That
got my
works. That
back.
works.
But no, I
That
mean
works.
So
overall,
what's the
go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Bill.
what is the picture you're looking at, Bill? Tell us.
It's just a picture of a guy standing here, and it's got two sides to it where it has your personal storage and then the inventory of what's around him. I don't know if I can
Well, there
show
is
it
two
or not.
sides to every inventory.
Yeah, exactly. But
Nice.
overall, it looks. I mean, I don't see any complaints with it. Looks okay. It tells you your
What are you
capacity
most
sizes,
excited about?
ability to loot faster, pick
Hmm.
things up easier that you want, and that way you don't have to constantly be like, "Oh, I thought I heard something. Hang on, let me get out of here." You can just kind of grab what you want to grab and get out of there.
Yeah, they're keeping the ability to obviously pick things up off the ground. But what they have put
Yeah.
on, which I know this has been some controversy, is that you have the two sides of the inventory. On one side will be your inventory, but on the other side will you could have any inventory within a radius.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have they said what that
So
radius is?
no, and I think they're testing that, right? And you must, I think you probably have to be in the container, so you have to be in a ship, because I saw a comment like, "Oh, here's people like going right up next to ships and seeing if they could loot them from the outside." I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't think that's going to be a thing. I think
Guaranteed that's
you're gonna
going to
have
be
to
a
be
thing.
in whatever the container is to loot the other
No.
containers. When I say container, I mean like a ship or a room or like a server container. You know what I mean?
First patch, guaranteed someone can just take your whole inventory off of your ship.
That's my stuff now.
The
Yeah,
hotfix will fix it, but first patch, guaranteed.
yeah, yeah. The inventory may also allow for, well, it looks like, because we have crafting coming online. We have, you're gonna want to. People are gonna want to decorate their hangers and wear all clothings and stuff. And I know they have all those categories at the top and the ability to stack, but it looks like they're getting ready to give us ways to organize the stuff. And I don't mean like guns and armor. I mean like the stuff, the nonsense, the posters and like the beds and all the just the like stuff that you have. Because if you think about it now, we have categories like guns, armor, consumables, right? I think it's called sustenance or whatever. But then you just have like the stuff, and all that stuff needs its own categories because there's
Mm.
so much stuff.
And there's
You
going
have
to be more.
Pico, yeah. You have like little plushies. You have like those little dice. You have all this heart shaped shit now because it's February and they have the core more stuff going on. And I don't know. I don't being someone who's with a controller. I don't want to be typing the whole time,
Mm. Bill,
right? I
when
want
you're
to be
looking
able
at
to
that,
like scroll and look.
you're looking at that picture of the inventory, Bill. Look at when we're looking at the images over on the right of like all the stuff that's in that local inventory.
Yeah.
Does that look better than what we have, or pretty much the same?
No, I think it looks better, a lot better. Let's see, I'm trying to get this picture in here, but yeah, I think it looks a lot better. It really, you can really tell like what each item is just by the little picture of it in the inventory.
Hmm.
But
I was kind of
yeah,
noticing they had that one like helmet that looks much bigger than the other ones. That had me worried. I'm like, is it just going to be the same delayed 3D rendering that the current inventory does?
oh yeah, you very well could because that's what they look like. They look like little 3D images on here, and
Yeah.
like the picture of the helmet looks the same size as the picture of the arms, armor wise, in this one.
Yep.
But so it might not be. I can't put it in the chat. I don't know why it's not. Why it's treating me
We'll
like
do it in
this.
post. We'll do it in post.
Yeah, you can just send it to me on DM me on Discord. Send me that and a
So
cute
link
picture
it
of
to
yourself
it.
in that top. Uh,
Cute picture.
I think it was Lord Anubis who said on one of these shows, like, "Hey, we don't need 3D renders of every single item in your inventory. Like,
Mhm.
can't they just be like 2D JPEG images of the same thing? Like they can be flat, right? I don't need a 3D image of my helmet. Just give me like a flat 2D image of my helmet, which would make a lot more sense.
That probably help
So
with
I'm gonna,
rendering.
yeah, I mean, because that's what I want. I want it to be functional. I don't care.
Quick. I want it to be
Uh, you
quick.
know, I want it to be quick. Yeah. I don't
When
I don't
Bill
care
has
how
all
it
those
looks.
bodies, all those boxes in his
Yeah.
ship, right? You want to be able to quickly
Yeah.
look at it, take out what you want, and leave what you don't. You don't want to be spending time waiting for a 3D rendered image to load when you got bullets whizzing by your head because of your boxes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right on. Right on. All right. So what we're gonna do here, Bill, this is your first time on the show, but you can stay on the couch as long as you want. You can leave whenever you'd like. Um, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring on another caller. But before we do that, last week we had a message from Mr. Tim, and I totally forgot to read it. So this week, Mr. Tim says, there has been some talk. Oh, Mr. Tim 4PC. There has been some talk that 2026 will bring a number of content delivery changes, including adjustments to how patches are scheduled. What loops or content you would like to see addressed this year? Bill, you could take that first. What loops or content you'd like to see addressed this year?
That's a really good question. So I know, like salvaging, they just added the moth. I was looking at that earlier, but I would say, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass on that for now. Let me think about it a minute.
Okay, fair enough. Duke, what content would you like to see him address this year? What content loops specifically?
Well, since Wicket's not here, I'll say again, salvaging is boring, so they need to make it more interesting, and they can't do that by just putting valuable salvage in a place where you're going to get shot at or have to
Right.
fight somebody for it. The actual mechanics of salvaging need to be improved. There, I said it. And Wicket can't say anything about it because he's not here.
There you go. There you go. I'm here for it. All right. Mr. Tim for PC, I would like to see, and I think this is coming a little bit. I mean, they dropped a patch a little bit today. Mining and salvage. Let's just complete that loop. You put the crafting in. Give me an end game for this, because I can mine all day, but if I don't have anything to mine for, it's it's nonsense. Who cares? So that's my answer for you.
Sounds like you're asking
All
for
right.
base building.
Maybe bunkers.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
I feel like bunkers or caves are just kind of mid. They're always so glitchy.
That's true.
With all the guys either stuck in the elevators or it's like just come out and like. And do we have a set time for when they respawn? Because like, how many times do they just constantly respawn? It's like, dude, settle down. I need to get your friend's stuff first.
He got your
Took care
cousin.
of. Let me
Yeah, I
take
don't
care
know.
of this guy's stuff, and then maybe the new inventory it'll be faster to get those guys' stuff. But
Yeah,
that's
I don't
probably
know. I don't know. I don't know what that timer is, but and I feel like it's changed. Sometimes it's been very very short, and other times it feels like I don't know if it could be too long, to be honest, because I don't necessarily want, in most situations, I don't want guys respawning all the time. Like, I killed you, you're dead, move on.
yeah. Let me
I don't need guys coming
get
out
your
of these
stuff.
elevators.
I'll come back later.
Yeah, yeah, I got things to do.
Yeah, I got the rocks to mine or stupid ships to salvage. That is, I agree, it's very boring.
Yeah. If I don't have nothing to do it for, so. But
And
we're
Bill,
gonna
you
pull up
mentioned the caves too. You're right. More stuff in the caves. Even if that's
Yeah.
just more crafting would be nice.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Oh yeah, anything in there. Maybe
Especially
a
since they
mystery
added the
person.
markers for them now.
True.
Oh, they
That's
added
right.
cave
Yeah.
markers?
Yeah, you can
I didn't know
spam.
that. Interesting. Oh, so you ping and then it pops
Yep.
up. Can you jump to him?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
Bill, can you
I don't know
jump to
if
him?
No idea.
I don't know if you can jump to them. I haven't tried that. I
No.
think you have to be like on the surface again to see it. So probably not. But
Right.
that'd be cool.
Right. Yeah, I think it shows up like a kind of like a harvestable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna bring on our next guest here. This guy, you know him, you love him. He was kicked out of his home by his mother, and now he lives on the streets. Cosmic Hobo, welcome to Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen, your Star Citizen call-in show. You know what it is. This week's question: what does inventory inventory have in store for Star Citizen?
Thank you for finally acknowledging my existence. I've been here for like 3 minutes.
Do you guys hear
Um,
anything?
yeah, that.
Anyway, welcome.
Welcome, Bobo.
I think inventory, this new inventory. So, full disclosure, I am an Evocati now. So, and according
Ooh.
to the rules, I can
What a
talk
chump!
about it. Yeah.
Talk to
You
us.
can't. You
Talk to
can't
us about
talk.
it.
You can't talk about
Yeah,
it.
no,
I
You can't
can.
show
I
it.
can
you
talk
can't.
about it, but I
Let,
You
can't
can't
show
talk
let him
you
about it.
speak.
anything I saw.
Can
Let him
I?
speak.
Can I show something and then you
I
talk
have no
about it?
control over what you do,
Okay.
but I did
Right.
give you. Oh, okay. So the image that I was sharing was the image I sent you. That is fully available. That was a sitcom thing, I think it was. But yeah, I think the system is a wonderful step in a new direction. I think it actually provides us with a base to build upon. I'm not going to say the word base building. Um, it provides us a stepping point for having a more advanced UI system in the future instead of the what we've heard a while now, which has been not something to build and know off of. Now with the complexity that we're gonna need from a new inventory system, from a new item system, which I'm alluding to crafting there, because crafting you need to know details of the thing you're using or making. The current inventory system does not provide that at all. You barely know what you're using. The guns, the stats. It's all right. You shoot it a lot, and all right. Repatch, you play around with attachments and stuff, and go, yeah, okay. Now we'll have stats.
This is different than inventory. I
It
mean, to
ties
me,
into inventory
yeah, it definitely does.
because to know you need to know what you're making for crafting, and to know that you need screens that tell you about things. And inventory,
Mhm.
the new inventory system gives you screens to tell you about things.
So, do you see the inventory image I have up?
Yes.
Okay, so the stats that it shows you, is it showing you those stats on this, which is your basic paper doll inventory? Is this where it shows you that?
Well,
Well, there's
so
another
this,
another image as well. Let me send that one to you.
Okay.
so
Well, there's
this is
another image.
the
Let
one
me
we
send that one
have
to
because this is the one CIG did,
you.
and
Another.
it has changed since, but it is still very similar. I can't show you what it looks like now, obviously, and it is still incomplete in the form that I saw it. But okay, so for example, you see those red triangles like on around the backpack or the things
Hmm.
in the backpack like helmets and stuff. You see those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those are durability. That tells you the durability of the item, which is not a system we have in yet. We in the game currently, there is no such thing as durability on FPS stuff at least. But
Okay.
with this new inventory system, we can track the durability of something. What happens when it hits 0? Well, I mean, presumably it breaks.
This is
But that
scary.
means
Yeah, that's scary stuff.
you have to fix it. Yeah, but that's crafting. That's where crafting comes in.
If they do this for weapons and armor and stuff like that, I mean, obviously ships already kind of have that base building. So, I mean, this is going to apply to everything.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Very cool. Very scary. I'm curious at how much grind is going to be involved in the act of, say, repairing your weapons. Are you going to need like salvage material. You know, there's 3 levels of the kind of salvage. Are you going to need small salvage dust or whatever it's called to repair weapons and armor? Are you going to need certain items to rip? I imagine like certain rare items may require a rare element to repair thing.
Yeah, I would imagine they're going to follow that same
Yeah.
formula that like every other MMO's always done.
Yeah.
There's going to
Yeah.
be the cheap material, which will likely be your C and its different now variations, or CM. Well, maybe RMC or CM. I'm not sure which one. Refined material, that sort of stuff. That would be my guess. Is that the cheapest stuff will be the stuff you get right off of ships, and I guess you'll break down items too, so you'll probably get the same materials from that sort of stuff. Yeah.
George,
Okay,
are
I
you
now I
can't
do
gonna
wait
have
load
this.
for.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
pulling up
what's
the
that, Bill?
second image here. Is this what you were requesting, Bill? Is this the image?
No, the one I put in the link here in the chat. It shows the integrity of LMG and like who it's registered to, whether it's bricked or not, a battery size, rate of fire, all that stuff.
Which
Yeah,
chat did you
this
put it in?
image is one that I think an Evocati leaked. The one that you're showing right now.
Which chat did you put it in, Bill? Oh, I see.
Comms
You sent me a
Live
Reddit
chat.
link. Got you. I got you. All right, there it is.
Yeah, there you go. And then on the
All
right
right.
there, you see it's got the durability and integrity of that weapon. And then it even says registered by. So then I wonder if that means like when we get, because like I play a lot of Rust as well, and like with Rust they added like when you get an item or you loot an item, it's automatically registered to you. So when you die, somebody else gets it. It still has your name attached to it. So if you go and raid their base or whatever, you can find your stuff that they took from.
That sounds
Yeah,
satisfying.
wondering if that's
Oh, very cool.
Right. So you
I
can
hope
find
I'll be
your
able to
gun
put like a
and then shoot them
tracker.
in the head with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
tracker
Yeah, I
would
hope
be
if
cool, like
something's
a tracker
stolen from me, yeah, like you could craft it onto it. That'd be really
cool.
cool.
Be interesting.
Yeah,
That
that's like
level of detail was, I can say, not in the Evocati test. That second
Right. So were you
image that
dealing
you
with
have pulled up.
basically that other image, right? The one that just had like
Yeah, the
a few
first one.
things in
The
the
first
inventory.
one is where we are pretty much at right now with inventory. Is you're moving back and
Okay.
this one. Yeah.
okay. So nothing too crazy right now, it seems.
No.
Okay. But you do have a lot more information. I don't have to hover over the items anymore in my inventory to see a lot of the details of them, like the scopes and all of the attachments have their size 3, size 1, or I don't know what's the difference between the T and the S.
Tier is probably like
There's
the
a
quality of it. It's probably tier because they
tier
talked
tier
about
2
if
would
you
be
perhaps
Oh,
yeah.
tier
better
1. Let's see.
material.
CAG did say that items will have tiers and quality levels.
Right.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
that's a size, right? Like tier 2, size 2, because the different optics and
Yeah.
stuff have different sizes on them as well. So
I
it's just
didn't
displaying all that, which
notice
is nice.
those numbers for attachments that I don't remember seeing them in the Evo build. So I'm not
I
sure
wish
if
they
they're
were.
keeping those labels back for crafting, because a lot of the stuff in this image is crafting related, like tiers and whatnot. Like that, there was none of that in the game yet. And even the red triangles for durability were clearly just like um, dummy inclusions. Like they weren't hooked up properly because some stuff just all said 0, like everything said 0. But, and a curious thing, over an NPC dead, as in you looting it, you're going to loot. Actually, I wasn't trying to loot it. I was trying to access the item terminal, and it just so happened that within the like 3.5 feet, which it currently is radius, there was a dead NPC somewhere. So I could look in their inventory even though I wasn't really anywhere near them. And the interesting part is their gun was at 60% durability. So you know how,
Mm.
well, play D&D, you know that DMs don't like when you pick weapons, as they're like, it's just, it throws the balance off, and it's like, oh yeah, it's broken. Yeah, it's just broken. That's sort of, I guess, what they're going NPC jobs for some NPC jobs too. They don't maintain their equipment.
Okay,
That
well,
makes
we're
sense.
gonna continue this conversation right now with a new guest. We're gonna pull up another one, but before I do that, our chat is being I don't know how else to say this, little bitches, okay, and complaining that we're not reading their chats in the chat box. So I'm gonna read some of these, and you tell me if this is the kind of quality content you want on Open Comms Radio. Skeeter says Tom Hanks is doing his best. Okay.
No, we
Black
don't want
Wicket
that on here.
says I like his son, Chet Hanks. Skeeter says Chet sounds nice. Wicket says he's a rapper. Oh, gross. Friggin' Bill. And in reference to our previous conversation, Skeeter says AI is going to destroy because that being is an abomination and a scourge on the land.
Scourge.
Peter knows ball.
Our Lord
Peter knows ball.
Skeeter knows what's up. Skeeter knows what's up. Lord Anubis just writes test. Just test with like a bunch of S's. That's what Lord Anubis wrote. Mr. Tim heard the radius for loses was around 3.5 meters.
Yeah, they're
So thank you, Mr. Tim, for some constructive addition to the show here.
We use freedom units on
Um,
this show, so I'm not sure what
Yeah, I don't know what that
3.5
means,
meters
but
really
thanks. I
means.
mean, it's probably something like a bunch of feet. I don't know.
Right. How many medieval men
uh,
would, how long would it take a medieval man to walk that far? I don't know.
How many footballs is that? How many
They're
gumballs?
called meter balls.
Meter balls? Oh, that's what
Meter
they are.
balls. All right. So speaking of Skeeter, we're gonna bring him on up here. Skeeter. Skeeter, welcome to Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show. Call in any Wednesday night at 9 p.m. live. You can join us here on Twitch, or you can catch us in any of the listening apps and that stuff a day or two later. Today we have Skeeter. Skeeter, our question tonight: what does inventory have in store for Star Citizen?
I'm going to be honest here. I really don't know anything about it.
Did you come to talk about Chet? Are you here to talk about Chet?
If you're going to
No,
talk about Chet Hanks, man,
No, honestly, I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for having me on the show.
you're welcome. Yeah, thanks for being here. Well, if you don't know anything about it, what did you come here to talk about?
Nothing. That was it.
Okay. Do you want me
Thanks
to
for
just
coming.
move on? Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we could ask the other question from the couch that we had also.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
ask-
we could ask.
yeah.
We'll ask you, Mr. Tim 4PC's question. Yeah, I know it's a leak, Tim. Oh my gosh, I didn't leak
We
it. I'm
can
not
show.
on it. So
Yeah, we're not the avocados, so we can show whatever guacamole we want.
Sign the NDA.
yeah, we didn't
I know.
sign the NDA.
Wait, is that the new image
So
on the
earlier,
screen?
well, I
The
just
one right
moved it.
before this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
other one
Evo.
was
I don't
the
know.
one with
I
the
don't know who
QR
gave
code.
it to us or who sent it.
I had
Um,
no I did not contribute to the
No,
open
No.
Hobo
comms.
did not
The
contribute.
No,
opinions of those in
that
open
was
comms are
here before. That came off of Reddit.
Oh, that looks hella confusing. I don't like it.
Whoever on Reddit posted this leak photo,
I know where
sucks
they
to be
got
them.
it from. All the leaks come out of the issue council usually. It's sort of a gray area where the issue council is public and, people get the pictures.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Peter, what
Makes
about
sense.
it
I'm
did
not
you
worried
find the
about it.
most confusing about this one?
I'm sorry, what, dude?
What did you find the most confusing about this one?
It's just like a lot coming at you, like all at once.
Yeah, so you have on the left side image is your personal in inventory is the local. There's a lot of tabs at the top. You've got like a hamburger tab, you've got a gun tab, you've got a body armor tab, and then at the bottom it says equipment. And the bottom left, there's spaces for you to put your equipment.
I'm not looking at the screen. I have no idea what's on the screen, but I can tell you what it's like, just hypothetically. If there was potentially an image that showed what it's like, yeah, the left side is your personal, but at the bottom is your weapons, and you can now put a weapon directly into your hand. And you can put it on your back.
So can we,
You can,
like actually stack things now? Because that drives me crazy.
depends on what you're stacking.
I got 5,000 script inventory, and if I want to stack it, I gotta drag each one.
I didn't
No,
get
I don't
to
expect
test that because I didn't have any script to stack, but I think they're stackable now.
I have like 3 script, but who's got the time, honestly?
Right now, you stack not really supposed to, but
I think we should be able to stack armor. Hobo said we shouldn't be able to stack armor. Like, if I got 1,000 sperm suits, I want to stack those bad boys.
I agree.
DIG doesn't want us to stack our armor, Hobo? Is that what you're saying?
Correct. That's apparently a bug,
Hmm.
right? Well, it was a bug in Evo, was that you could stack armor when they did not want you to be able to stack armor.
I could see that if
I
they're
don't
different
understand.
durability,
Yeah.
but that's not really.
But like just for your inventory management, you should be able to stack it. Like it's not like stacking it reduces the amount of space that the armor would take up in your inventory. You know what I mean? Like the physicalized space.
Yeah,
But
Duke's got
if I have 30 of the same pair of pants, please just let me stack it. Obviously I like those pants, but I want to be able to see my other things.
those pants are nice. I get it.
They're nice pants.
I'm curious with this image categories. If you were to just select attachments and then select them all, would it only move the attachments that you selected, or does it still move everything?
It should only move what you have selected.
That's pretty cool. That might be better for the controller folks out there.
It's just hard drive. He's the only one.
Hey, can I say there are dozens of us?
Mhm.
Okay, I am not the only one. We meet. I have my own controller layout that I put on Nexus mods. You can look for Jabroni Citizen. Now I haven't updated it since 4.1, but it's there, and it's a good
Are you
place to
able to-
start if you're having trouble.
Are you able to make it to watch it? They download, get a lot of revenue.
No, absolutely free. No corpo bullshit here.
That's
Kinda
just
like
people
that.
downloading it so that they can have the pleasure of deleting it though.
Oh, that's mean. I have like points. They give you points on there for like people who download. So I'm like halfway toward a free game. So that's pretty cool. Now,
Way cool.
it took a lot of work to do that. So, but pretty cool. It's all old games. It's like XCOM 2 and stuff. Games I already have, but whatever. All right, we gotta move on. We gotta bring another guest here. Skeeter, you were the last one up. So, anything you want to say before we bring on our next guest?
No.
Do you want to watch it? Do you want to ask him the couch question from Tim? We started to and we got sidetracked.
What's the couch question?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The couch question is for Mr. Tim 4PC.
Favorite kind of couch. If you had to sleep with one kind of couch, what would it be?
He's not the vice president. We're not asking him. So
you said if we had to sleep with the couch or on the couch?
You can sleep on or next to the couch. It's really irrelevant for the question. The question is, what loops or content would you like to see addressed this year?
Oh, interesting. That's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I don't really do loops.
All right.
Okay, Skeeter, what is happening today, Skeeter?
Who is this man?
What is happening?
He never completes a game loop. That's it.
He's
He
just-
starts mining. He turns on the beam and then he just walks away.
Blows up the rock and just blows up the ship. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
I guess I'm done here. Skeeter's just coming in to Star Citizen just to like look and rate the toilets. That's all he's doing. He's coming into the shape. He's like,
Honestly.
that's a good looking loo there.
You have to be able to sit on it. You can't sit on it. It's not a real toilet.
That's fucking right,
Interesting.
dude. That is right.
Oh, can I?
CIG,
Oh,
listen to
wait.
this man.
I do have something to say. Can I
All
say
right.
something?
Okay.
Completely
Yeah.
100% off topic.
Okay.
Okay. Since you brought up toilets. So last week we had a really long discussion about toilets, and there's one thing I just felt like I really left out. Like, we keep talking about the 1 SU toilet, but what I really want is like an 8 SU or 16 SU bathroom. Like full bath.
That's a pool by that point. That's
For
huge.
what?
Toilet and shower.
Where?
Okay.
No, you need the water jet.
Like module? Like you want to be able to move it
Where
around?
you
Or?
cargo grid. I can take it on the EVA outside to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, and then EVA back and take a shower too.
Hmm. So you're one of those people that has an outhouse in real life just because you think it's gross to poop in your house.
Yeah, I mean, you got like poop particles. Like, that's the thing. You don't want that floating around in the kitchen.
It is. It is a
Take a
concern.
shirt
Do you
off,
have
take a
cats?
dump. I get it.
Cats, no, absolutely not. Cats are the worst. Cats are food, not friends.
That's right, dude. They're
Oof.
disgusting. They poop in the house.
Oh my god.
They
So
just
do
like
you.
poop in your living room.
Yeah, and you know what's even worse? When they have a litter box in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's disgusting.
I don't do that, man.
Gross.
No, that's much. Settle down. That's
It's so gross.
Andy, I hope you're writing this down. We need eight SCUI complete bathroom.
16. Don't stop at 8. 16.
Yeah,
with the
16.
tub.
16
32
long
is a little
tub.
bit. I think 16 is ideal. You could get like a separate, because with an 8, you're looking at a wet bath. That's like shower and toilet, like all in one.
Right.
But with a 16, you could have two. You could have a separate toilet and a separate shower.
Well, fuck it. Make it a 32 and let's get one of those like dual head sex showers in there.
Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show. Anyone can call in, as is evidenced by this couch right here. But if you'd like to call in, you just pop onto our Discord Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Tonight, we have a guest. You know him. You love him. I think the first caller into Open Comms Radio. It is Wicket.
Citizens, longtime listener, occasional caller. Well, the first thing I noticed when I saw some of these images, like the ones that came before the Evocati and even some of the leaked stuff I've seen, the first thing right off the rip I notice is that it's basically the elevator inventory. You know, they're trying to homogenize what you see at the elevator, what you see at the inventory kiosk, and they're trying to get everything that same feel and look. Then the second thing I noticed right off the bat was that all the icons in the inventory are the same size. So as opposed to what we have now, you have all these different size icons and images. You're able to condense more information in a single inventory screen or panel than you were before. So, it's going to be something to get used to. You're going to have to get used to the different shapes inside. Well, everything's the shape, and the little icon is going to be the telltale of what you have. So those are the first couple of things off the. Yeah, this is better. And the little icons at the top to allow you to sort. It's easier than the drop down. Maybe, I don't know. It's just, again, it's just something to get used to. And of course, again, like everything Star Citizen, work in progress. It'll take some time to flesh out all the idiosyncrasies, but I think it's a good start overall. Hopefully they will incorporate a lot of this like quick moving stuff and make it less tedious, make stacking more fluid and easy to do, make unstacking the same way. Maybe how they have so many different keyboard combinations already, different modify keys and control click, alt click, left or right, whatever. You could maybe bind different things to do different things, just to make stacking, unstacking easier, or moving of stuff easier. Again, a good start. And homogenizing, hell, English is hard. Everything, making all the inventories similar makes sense to me, because then you're not having to rethink. The only caveat to that I have is like when you're doing like hauling or moving cargo around, seeing the different size icons for that is visually more, I think, kind of more appealing, because then you get this is the, when you're trying to sort through things or trying to just kind of in your mind navigate around what you're trying to move. So maybe, I don't know if that would work in this new scheme, because everything's kind of the same size. But again, progress.
Have we seen Hobo? Have we seen that the cargo containers are also one size?
Boxes all look the same size to me when I was, because I
All
did
looks the
pull up
same.
my CitizenCon chest thing and the skull box at one point, and they were the same size in the inventory.
They might be able to do something with the artwork there to really make, even though like the inventory square is the same size, maybe they can do something with the artwork to make it a little more obvious. The one Scooby box really looks like a little box. Uh, and then going
I
up from
actually
there to
like the
kind
differing sizes right now in the current system. That's like one of the things I
of.
do like, really.
In the
Like,
cargo
not
or for
for
everything?
everything. For
For
cargo and
everything?
for ship stuff.
Hmm.
Like, this goes on a ship, ergo it's going to be bigger. Like the weapons, like ship weapons. So for me, I like being able to see a ship weapon is bigger. A cargo box that is 16 SU is bigger than one that's 4, that sort of stuff. I like that.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I don't like how other stuff really doesn't need to be random sizes, is all different sizes. I can certainly see the problem there, the annoyance.
Like the little trophies and stuff showing up as basically like barely even a full size image, and then you scroll down a little bit and you've got a ship weapon that takes up the entire inventory screen.
Yeah, the variation is not always helpful.
Hmm.
Well, I like everything being the same size. It makes you're able to see more on the same screen. There's only so much real estate you can have. So, at a glance, okay, I got, and I think like weapons like that, like chip weapons, I think they should be stackable, especially in your home inventory. So at a glance, you can see, okay, I got 5 of these types of weapons. Now, in this image that we've been the OK image, you see different styles of guns and maybe different colors of guns. Those maybe aren't stackable because they have variations, so you couldn't stack those. But if you have the same weapon, I don't see why you couldn't stack them, just for clarification. It goes by volume and weight. So once the volume and weight succeeded, then what does it matter if they're stacked or unstacked? I think it would just be more legible when you're scrolling through your inventory.
Agreed. Well, Cosmic, I forget if we asked you, but from your experience that you can talk about, were the images in the inventory, were they the 3D render, just like in live? Or was it like a 2D image?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was images. I don't think it was like the full 3D rendering that we had. So they loaded a lot faster.
Nice.
I know that's something specific that they touched on, that their goal is to get these things to load instantly, obviously.
Yeah, that'd be super, I think.
Yeah, and I think CIG just really needs to understand that for inventory and these systems that we interact with, we just want functionality, like as a community overall. The
Yeah.
realism aspect of it is not, it's cool, but there's a reason why inventories work the way they do in video games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're
And
not physically moving these things in a menu. Like that always didn't make a lot of sense, because that is how the system works right now, pretty much. Like, I'm talking the current inventory system. It's these 3D objects on my 2D screen that I'm trying to manage are 3D.
yeah,
It
Right.
it it's a
Right.
weird thing to do, and obviously
The,
creates all kinds of issues that we've
the
seen,
way I look at it,
particularly with.
the way I look at inventory overall in any game that I've ever played, whether it's an MMO or a single player like RPG or whatever, anything that has like this paper doll thing or your avatar isn't somehow visualized, and you have stuff on you and you have stuff in a box or a chest or whatever. In most games, by the end of your first play session, you're an expert at inventory management. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
is no learning
It's
curve.
intuitive,
It's
it's quick.
simple,
Yeah.
Right.
quick, and precise. And by the end of the first couple of hours of you playing, you don't even think about it. It's in the wrist. It's, and that's how inventory needs to be handled, I think.
Mhm. I think the problem
Yeah,
is
I
that
think
if
you're
Yeah.
right.
Chris Roberts had his way, we would have to physically pick an object up, line it up with our pocket, open the pocket, and fit it in.
Do
And
Do you
that's
know
what
how
we're
the item
working
kiosk
backwards
used
from.
to work?
It,
The
Say again,
item
Hobo?
kiosk.
you mean when it was
So the
magic?
item
Oh,
kiosk.
you mean yeah, right when it would open up and you had to reach in and
Yup.
take. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I think
Drawer.
what we're doing here
Yeah. The
is we're
drawer
working
used to need it.
against. This is Chris Roberts working against us in this instance because he wants it all to be real, but really we're talking about a very unreal thing, right? The way inventories are managed in games is magic, and it has to be magic because
Yeah.
it has to be playable. It's like, I'm sorry, Chris, I can't physically reach in and grab this thing and stick it in my pocket. I know that's what you want me to do, um, but it's not fun. So we've got to have that working intuitive inventory, even if it
Is,
doesn't, even if it's
is
not
that
real.
why? Is that why there's no shoelaces in Star Citizen?
Yeah, because Chris didn't want to admit that it
Yep.
was going to be too hard to tie them.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bro, you just blew my mind. All right. Well, we got another guest here. We got three
Well, what
more
about my
guests in the waiting
question?
room.
Don't I get to answer the couch
What question?
question? The couch
Oh my
question.
Gotcha.
God.
Oh my God.
Something
Thanks,
Sandy Roberts.
thanks for the
something,
question,
something.
Tim.
I'll keep it
Great
to
job,
myself.
Tim.
Tim 4PC. Tim 4PC asks, what loops or content would you
All
like
right.
to see addressed this year?
Okay, here it is. Okay, mind
Good.
blown.
All right, next
Ready?
caller.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, listen.
Buckle up.
They
Okay,
answered the
everybody sit
call
down.
when it came to the fire extinguisher jetpack. I moaned and whined about it. I don't know if I was the emphasis, the starting point of that. I have no
Impetus.
idea. I was just a voice in the wilderness. Now, my next
Like a bear
wilderness:
shitting in the woods.
dual fisting fire extinguisher jetpacks. Dual
did
fisting
not did not see that coming.
secondary weapons.
Did not have
Dual
it.
fisting a tractor beam in
You
one
need to stop
hand
saying
and
fisting.
a
It's
Yeah,
actually
I think
wielding.
I'm pretty sure they
secondary
call it
Wielding?
dual
secondary
wielding.
weapon.
Building?
Dual fisting is
Dual
wielding?
wielding, dual
really different.
fisting, it's the same thing. The
D-
point
d-
It's
Please
being,
not
say
the
dual
same
wielding.
thing.
the just imagine you have your pyro multi-tool with the tractor beam attachment in your left hand, you have your CUDA 50 cal in your right hand, and you see some dude like Murphy Jack trying to hide behind something. You zap him with the tractor beam, pull him up in the sky, and blast him. That would just be amazing.
Yeah, we can't tractor
For that to
people.
be legit, they'd have to implement tractor beam batteries. They'd have to have some kind of ammunition so they'd run out. Because if they were like they are now, everybody would just be getting tractor beamed out from behind cover, or boxes would be thrown at them, and it'd just be chaos. But maybe it'd be awesome chaos. Who knows? Anyway, that was my whole thing about the couch question.
Dual fisting.
Dual
Aside from
wielding.
calling it fisting, I actually think that's a really good idea, Wicket. Well, I mean, the idea of being able to use the tractor beam in combat.
Listen, that's why I'm here.
Like,
Good ideas.
that's good. That's good stuff. All right.
He's here for the fisting.
Anyway, it's my piece.
Dual fisting.
Okay, thank you. I feel like this is going to be a 2-hour episode. I have it
God,
already.
wow.
Okay.
Listen
Our
to
next
this
guest.
fucking guy.
Next guest is here quite often. He's very blue. Lord
he out of work yet?
Anubis. Lord Anubis is going to join the couch. Maybe he won't. Maybe he won't. I've invited him up. If he doesn't, we'll just move on.
He sent a
Lord
message that he
Nubis,
was
in
still at
3,
work.
2, 1. All right, we're gonna invite on Murphy Jack.
Wait,
Oh,
hello? Can you hear me now?
oh, here he
Yeah.
is.
Well,
Here
there
he
he
is,
is.
Lord Anubis.
All right.
I am literally trying to walk out of work right now, and you guys are already calling me up. You couldn't even wait. You waited 38 minutes instead of 40.
Wow. Well,
Okay.
JoJo's got somewhere to be
Time.
tonight, so
Yeah.
This is honestly, dude.
Well,
I've had a rough week, man. I was gonna snooze, man. But the people wanted the show. The people wanted the show tonight. So here I am doing the show. Look, I'm getting a lot of lip for it. I don't know. You know?
Well,
I can hear
look.
with
you were thanking
you
me for my
all,
lip
and then
earlier.
yeah, well, that's something else. All right, Lord Anubis.
No, it's exactly the same.
Here's your question. Lord Anubis, what does inventory have in store for Star Citizen?
What does the inventory have for Star Citizen? The inventory
In store.
has like well, okay, at Evers Harbor they sell white suits. You talk about this inventory though?
Yeah, the new one.
Talking about the future of inventory.
Oh, the future. Yeah, yeah. That's not even settled yet, and it's probably going to be a big mess for about a couple months while people try to get used to it. But at least it's something, and at least it's a step in the positive direction. And I'm hoping that they get it all, because inventory right now is just the dumbest possible thing. The fact that you can't drag and drop, you can't,
Yeah.
really do anything. Inventory management as not as far as like, oh, while you're in your inventory, you can manage what items you see and all this other stuff. I mean, like actually physically moving things from station to station, or from box to station, or whatever, is just a pain in the ass. And I'm hoping that they do improve that. But until they do that, it's kind of a lot of fluff.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. And I mean, what do we need inventory for, right? Like we're talking a lot about it, but the purpose of inventory is so we can play the game, and so we can have what we need to play the different aspects of the game when we need it, right? Now, there's something I do want to
Exactly.
bring up that maybe you guys can speak to a little bit, and don't come at me all at once. That's how Elite Dangerous kind of does their inventory system, which is what Chris Roberts spoke about early and what we have a little bit of, whereas, each different locations will hold your inventory at those different locations. And we have this now. But
Okay.
Elite Dangerous, if you had a ship in one location, you could call that ship kind of like an insurance claim, and it'll be flown to the station you're at. I'm wondering, is that something we would have in Star Citizen for items?
I had dreamed of that long
Mm,
ago, but I don't know if they're going to do that.
Do we want that?
I want players to have dynamic missions for item movement, for ship movement, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be better if you had to hire someone to move your stuff for you, like movers and things like that, and they have to accept the mission. Maybe they get a big penalty for running off with your stuff. Like go straight to jail, and you actually have to sit out those 24 hours, like in jail.
You mean
So
have
like
like
a works
actual
with
players
reputation
do it?
system.
Yeah. So actual players, you hire them, say, hey, I need to move a bunch of stuff. And they're like, oh my God, why are you even calling me for this? You could just do it yourself. And then like they get a little bit of money, you pay them for it or whatever. They bring a third and they didn't tell you and you just dispute the contract the entire time. Like, yeah.
This is the fidelity we need.
One time in college, and I
Where's this
went
going?
on Craigslist. We needed money. We needed cash, and so we were like, oh, we'll just like move stuff, and we're like not large guys, but we
I can
went
attest to
and
this.
yeah, we're
It's very
we're
scrawny.
good looking and stuff, but he was
Okay.
skinnier than me, and we get there, and he goes, "You're the movers." Like really disappointed. We go, yeah, and so we're moving stuff. We're moving stuff, and then like his new neighbor comes out. He goes, "Hey, who are these guys?" And he goes, "Oh, these are the movers that I hired. These movers you hired." Okay, like we did it though. We did it. We got everything in there, but we never did it again.
Yeah, look,
So
if you're going to
Crush
be a
your dream
mover,
that
you
day.
need to be at least 6'3". You need to be 210 pounds with 2% body fat, and not ever need to drink water or eat food or anything else like that. How dare you?
Are you describing a mover
Oh,
or
yeah.
writing your erotic fiction?
Oh,
Poor Caleb.
I got my notes mixed up. I'm sorry. I got my notes mixed up.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're going to
Turned
be a
over
Yeah,
mover,
that's
you
all
know,
right.
you want to be able to present a confident tone that shows that, yes, I may be small, but I'm experienced in this.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you wave
Okay.
your arms
Wait, no.
around so
That's my.
they
Ah,
think you're bigger than you are.
those are the wrong notes too. That was for sex. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, I thought it was bear. Like you run into a bear in the woods. I mean,
Anubis is getting the shows mixed up. Anubis, you can also put your
Dual
shirt back on.
fisting.
Yes,
that
the
was
dual
you,
fisting
Mr. Dual Fister.
and which
There it is.
couch we're gonna sleep with.
Mhm.
There it
You
is. There's
know,
some
this.
that's full revolution.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We do that
this
here
is
on
open fly radio.
It was only like 4 or 5 episodes I did labeling the show as explicit. Can you believe
It's
that?
because Deezer
Oh,
knew
it
that
took
we
that
were.
long?
Deezer automatically did it, and I was like, oh, I guess we are explicit.
It's because you probably made the Deezer your nuts when filling out the application.
Oh,
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
it.
Look, just
Well,
because I say
Hey,
that,
Murphy, what's your thoughts on inventory? Well,
whoa,
there's this really
Oh, hey.
well, we just looked
of a
over and there's this
mention,
guy sitting on a couch.
and
Oh, what's that?
hold on, wait. Let's have some order here. A little bit of order.
Who's
Welcome to Opacomms
speaking?
Radio, your
Who
Star
is this?
Citizen call-in show.
yeah, I'll take a
Murphy
Big
Jack is
Mac
our next caller.
combo, large fries.
Guys, I can't lose
Wait.
control. Murphy Jack, what do you think inventory and stuff?
all right, inventory and stuff. Before I know Skeeter's got to go to bed, so I wanted to get this out quick. One of the biggest features we're missing and hasn't been talked about is search, kind of.
All pre.
To do your what would you call it? The combining or stacking. To do your stacking, you can search the script, and there you go. It's all right there. Just you still have to move it one by one, but at least it's all there. But so to think about
Yeah.
like, you know,
Mostly.
like my inventory is gigantic, and to try and
Wow.
find like the specific item now is just it's hard.
I'm so glad we'll be able to put in Morozov and see all the Morozovs that we'll still have to move one by one.
Just type Morozov
you-
Redshift, and you get the.
You
Redshift.
couldn't stack the script. Is that what you said?
Well, no, I'm saying you search MG script or whatever, right? Then all it'll show is the script. So you just still have to stack it one by one, but at least all that's there is that. You don't
So
have
there
to,
was
like,
no stack all feature?
go back and. No.
Oof.
If only
Great.
someone had
Great.
invented that and inspired the game makers to do that.
At least you can find it all though.
That's
You
true.
know, I mean, depends how big your inventories are, but like me, I like doing the Karenite and stuff. I'd have to scroll all through, find it, click and drag, and it was quicker to me for me to open up like a computer. So I had that little subset, and this is talking on the old one. Have the little subset box and click and drag in there. Which Hobo, that's something we didn't test, and that's something that
Which
I
thing?
wonder how it's going to work in the new inventory. Opening a container and being able to drag it down. I didn't.
Mm,
The only
Right.
way we got to the subset was up at the top. So that's it.
yeah,
I didn't even
I
think
did
of
see
that.
an issue council report where you couldn't open a container inside of another container right now.
But it looks good.
You
It looks good.
Yeah.
Like Wicked said, it's homogenized. So
God,
you know, it's
we're
getting
gonna
there.
have English class open comms
I-
tonight.
what is happening? This whole episode has just been like chaos. No one can speak. Yeah.
Open Cubs Radio.
Baker Bertiger.
Homogenized.
Hey, there you
Homogenized.
go. You got it.
got
You
There
got
you
it.
Homogenized.
go.
And also the
Dual
other one
There
was,
it
fisting
was
homogenization.
the other one was caveat,
Yep.
right? Isn't that how we pronounce it? What did he say?
Cabot, I
Caveat?
think is what he said.
Caveat?
Yeah.
I thought that was the cheese. I'm pretty sure that's cheese.
Cabot. Cabot's the cheese. It's from Vermont.
Ah, okay.
Cheese company. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cheese and
Why
dairy.
have homogenized and pasteurized when do what so many people are just like suggesting and go raw?
Anubis, that's from your sex notes again.
No, this one's
The other
actually for
show.
dairy. Hold on. This is actually for dairy, surprisingly. Apparently, people
Yep,
would like to catch diseases by drinking raw milk. So there's that.
Again, I'm telling you, dude, that's the sex thing. All right. We do have Murphy Jack. Anything else you'd like to say before I bring on this next guy?
No.
this next guy, not the sex.
Or the
I heard
sex
the
guy.
sex guy. That's what I heard. But
No, that was just you. That's your ears. He
okay.
said next guy.
Well, this is a brand new guest show. I'd say one of our first fans in the Discord. We're gonna bring on this feller here. This is John Monk. John Monk, you just hit the okay there to say you're okay with coming on here. Our terms of service. I will be allowed to use you for shorts. So, John Monk, what's up with inventory? What does inventory have in store for Star Citizen?
Yeah, not sure actually. I'm not Evocati. Sorry, I can't really talk about that. But buddy of mine, he's in Evocati, and he was like, "Well, it's quite good actually already with all the bugs in it for an Evocati build." He was really impressed. So, dude, yeah, I'm looking forward to that actually.
Okay, very good. What have you had any snafus with the inventory that you're really hoping will be addressed?
Oh well, all the stuff that everyone else has been doing for like ages. Like, I mean, filters and search and stacking, everything else. Come on.
Are you okay with dragon things?
Dragons, like as in big tails and teeth. Or...
Whoa,
Yes.
Monk.
And
Yes,
fire,
yes, that. The first thing you
wings,
said.
They all heard.
Daenerys
Or
Targaryen.
dragging things
Dragon.
like pulling
As in you
things from one
grab it
box
and you
to
kind of
another.
pull it. Yeah.
Hey, this is a PG show, right? I mean,
Nope.
why
Not
we
according to the.
Yeah, we
why
don't
are we
want to hear
talking
about a
about?
dress code
Definitely
like
not.
drag and drop. But this guy seems like he'll fit right in.
Yeah.
Also, don't
Yeah,
let your
yeah.
lack of experience or expertise, stop you from saying whatever comes to your mind.
Right.
Jar Jar doesn't.
Was the
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
John, please
Go on,
continue.
go on. Yeah, dragging things. Yeah, I don't know. So there's my buddy mentioned there's the same feature thing, like shift click moves it from personal to local inventory and vice versa.
Yep. Oh,
Right,
that's like the
so
quick keys.
yeah.
Oh, but there's one thing it doesn't have with dragging is off of the person. That doesn't work anymore. If you're
Huh,
taking something
right.
on or off, you have to drag them from the circles instead of the person, like we're all used to.
Right. Oh, I remember it used to be so much easier. It was like 3.18. I just did the a 890 jump mission. Just stack all the bodies and then move all their shit. You know, throw them into your local. You just fly to like the outside of the station and just move all your shit with one click. It was epic. So I really do think COG needs to address like the balance between what's easy and fun and accessible versus the whole simulation thing.
Which way do you think
Stimulation
you
is
lean
important.
personally? Are you more of a sim guy or more of a gaming?
Well, yeah, there needs to be a nice balance, actually. I do have my VKBs, and I love flying uncoupled. So I do kind of like my simulation aspect, but it shouldn't be too tedious. That makes sense.
No, and I mean you like the sim when you're flying, but maybe when you're first person, that's something else, right? Because there's so many parts to this game. Like I'm like you, I want my flying experience to be as realistic as possible. You know, going from space into Atmo, flying decoupled. But when I'm doing FPS stuff, like I just want it to be snappy and quick. So it
Oh
feels
yeah,
like there's
definitely.
maybe two tiers here. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Very cool.
Oh yeah. Good question, man. Not sure how to answer that, but yeah, it definitely there's that balance that needs to be struck. Like, yeah.
Definitely.
We are a game
Mr.
that
Tim
takes
4PC
45
has a
minutes to.
question from our couch. You may have heard it earlier. He says, "What loops or content would you like to see addressed this year?"
Oh wow. I think we're heading into the glory days of our citizen, actually, where everything starts to make sense. So I really like to see crafting and base building, and economy. Jesus, quanta, right? Fucking hell.
Oh, you can't say
That's
that word.
there's is that not PG?
No, Quanta isn't real anymore.
It's
It's not
just
called that
doesn't
anymore.
exist.
Yeah, I know.
They announced that?
That's why I brought it up. It's like
What is
fucking hell, man.
Quanta?
Quanta
Basically, it
was
was the
the
idea of simulating the economy in the background, where there were like not per player 9 NPCs. Was that the thing? Running in the background, doing all the stuff like trading and mining and whatever.
Yeah, something like that. For every single player, there's a almost a dozen, I think, NPCs or something that would be doing
Right. Yeah.
doing the rest of the shit in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
So
would be the ones,
yeah.
the economy of delivering items to certain star bases or certain locations, and like if there's no medical supplies at Baijini Point, someone's gonna need to deliver those. And then the idea was if you're flying around and you see a cargo ship, you can maybe rob that cargo ship, maybe pirate it. And if that pirate ship is carrying those medical supplies and you take them, those supplies aren't getting to Bajini, and it would reflect that in the stores and that sort of thing.
Right. It would dynamically reflexes and everything. So right now it's like communism, man. It's like they set the prices and that's that, right? There is no like if you have a big
It's a
orc,
command economy.
you can't just yeah exactly. If you have a big orc, you if there's a dynamic, you'd be able to influence pricing. Reach that'd be so interesting. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Are you in a big org, John Monk?
No, to be honest, I got a nice new job as a manager last year, so haven't had time. So
Oh, congratulations! I was just wondering on which side of
Thank you.
this you were coming from. You know, if you
Dark
were a member of a
side.
big org, you were like, "We're just gonna conquer it." But it looks like a lot of these bigger
Nah.
orgs and stuff, you know, they go in and out of existence, right?
Right. Yeah.
Or they're so
yeah.
big that they just don't matter. Like Test.
Yeah, I don't
Test
even
doesn't
know
do
what that
anything,
is.
but they're probably the biggest in the game.
What? They don't do
That's why
anything
it's
because
always
they're so
nice to
big?
be in a small, friendly guild.
It's not a guild.
Yeah.
You can organize people in
I
your
agree.
Yeah.
organization.
In your small guild of like-minded individuals, the guild master.
Org.
Whereas if you've got 13,000 people, you're not doing
Orcs and humans,
anything
you
on
know.
any sort
Is
of.
Test Squadron
Right.
13,000 people?
I think it's like 20,000.
What?
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Is the test squadron in Star Citizen the same as the test squadron
No.
in EVE Online?
None of the Eve corps actually exist in Star Citizen on the same level that they do in Eve.
Right, but it was started by the same people though, wasn't it?
I don't think so. Test wasn't. Imperium is, I believe. Their leadership actually is the same, from what I understand, but not Test. I think they just had the name. Might have been. I mean, Test is also really big in Eve, so it could have been like some people from Test, but not, I think, the leadership of Test. It was a
If you
long
play
time
Portal
ago.
2 really well and you test, you get on there.
Yeah, that's how they did it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, very good. Did we end this call? No. We're all still here.
I think we're
Wow,
still
this is
here.
very good. Well done,
We
everybody.
lost the
Hanging
audience.
out on the couch.
We lost the plot.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have been. We could have
No,
been.
we never had the plot.
So we're coming up toward the end of the show here. Next patch 4.7. Wow, 4.7. So 4.6, we did get some mining updates and some mining missions, and some salvage missions. It looks like it's a mission giver who just, and when they said mission giver, I don't think it's anyone in the game. I think it's just Moby Glass. But they say go collect, 500 gold and bring it back and that sort of thing. So those missions are in. 4.7. I don't know if we got anything on the roadmap. Did anyone check? Are they even updating the roadmap anymore?
Yeah, we just got an update today.
We got it today.
It doesn't tell us
Oh,
much of what they really plan for 4.7 yet.
very good. I
There's
like
2
that.
armors and a gang.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
if
totally. I think so.
yeah, because there are so many unforeseen difficulties. You can't just make like a whole at the start of your road map. You need to take a detour and there's bumps in the road and it all just derails. So
That sounds familiar.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking
Well, I mean, we
looking at the
got.
roadmap.
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Duke.
Sorry, I was saying looking at
Yeah.
the roadmap, you get to the 4.7 section, and I had to just take a quick double take as it was, 4.7, all salamanders faction outfits. I was like, what?
And a heavy armor and a light armor. And that's it.
I just had one of those moments of like, is this something I should know about? Is this the fort notification that we talked about earlier?
God, we're getting close. I'll tell you something though. The diversity and number of all these new factions popping up is like a little disheartening because like frontier fighters are just no more. Xenothreat we haven't heard from in 2 years. And they're putting in all these new groups and factions. And I get it when we have like a new star system or something, but it feels like there's no character to them if they're just gonna keep popping in all the time. Like I want to get to know these groups. Even the bad ones.
Yeah. We need to find them right away.
Tell me what.
Hey,
what
forward
Okay.
jump point.
What was that, Bill?
I was saying, like, yeah, I want another story. Like, tell me what have you been through, bro? What have you guys seen out here?
Yeah, I mean that's one way to do lore too, right? You meet the groups and they have some kind of lore, whatever they're doing, and they can convey that through these groups. But if every 2 months it's just new factions, I don't know.
And you know what? We
I
need
don't know what the
more.
point is.
We need NPC presence in the verse. We need their ships flying around and actually doing something. Because then you could put in a faction that's a faction of miners that you could just run into out mining in the belt. Whereas right now the only time you're going to run into NPCs is if you go to an outpost, a point of interest, or you take a mission that has you go out there and murder or defend them. That's it.
All right,
That's a
kind
good
of
point.
cool,
Get off it, John! You gotta let it go. Yeah, I mean, or space whales. Do you remember like 6
Oh, that
months
was
ago
like
or
around
something?
the
They teased
corner,
space.
right?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
What the
wow.
fuck
Yeah.
happened?
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was like
Maybe
next,
brings me
and
back.
then
maybe Space Shepherd put some pressure on them and they had to call it off.
I don't know, dude. All right, well, we are at the end of the show. Before we do our final question, anyone want to shout something into the mic? Questions,
Sure.
concerns?
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
on.
I got a question.
What's this?
I got a message from SIG Community Relations. Apparently, everybody who was on Evo, and it says this podcast is now rescinded, and our accounts have been cut off. I'm kidding.
Well,
The good news
that's
is that means they watch us. Like, I mean, right? That's the good news to that.
Sandy's watching.
yeah, that's
He's taking notes.
Sandy's watching.
Sandy's watching. Sandy's
I'm
watching for sure.
Sure, if anyone would watch,
She heard
totally
Duel, and
would be
she was like wide-eyed.
Would you leave Sandy alone? Man, you are going to get a restraining order on it.
leave her alone.
I'm gonna have to start like really editing some of this shit. I'll just go to where Wicket speaks. I'll find him. Cut him out. Okay,
You got to
well,
string together every time he says Sandy into a long edit.
You think I don't have that going, buddy?
Or at least the
Unbelievable.
Sandy
For the
cut.
10-year anniversary. Okay, so John and Bill, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. We end every show by asking each member, one at a time,
Dropping out.
if there's anything they'd like to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet. So we go in reverse order. So, Mr. John Monk, you are first. Is there anything you'd like to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
Roberts, I'll just say, Christ, Roberts, please bring us the game that we all want to play. That's it. And to a couple of my buddies, shout out to Space Hog and Slangen and Bong Ripper, who recently changed his name because for some reason he wasn't taken seriously.
No.
A major
Fucking
loss.
Bong Ripper, dude, man. You just believe in yourself, buddy. You got that, dude. Wow. Those are cool dudes. Thank you, John Monk. Murphy Jack, anything you'd like to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
Search good. Bring us 4-7.
Right.
Like-
Lord Anubis, anything you'd like to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
Yes, Sandy. This is Lord Anubis here. Now, I have been in contact with a legal team who can help you with your little stalking problem. and they're really, really, really effective. If you need to, just give them a call. They work at Blizzard, and
no.
they'll take care of your Wicket problem.
Several of Lord Anubis's past girlfriends have used the same service.
Well, that's how they got rid of their exes, so they can,
Right. Ride the
Face for
blue
me.
wave.
Nice try. Nice
They
try.
highly
there.
recommended.
Wicket. Anything
Yes,
you'd
yes.
like to say to CIG, Chris
Hobo
Roberts?
had a great time.
Wicket. Anything you'd like to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on your net?
Sandy Gardner Roberts. And hope you have the ear of your husband, Chris Roberts.
This is going on affidavit.
Really want you to pay attention to dual wielding secondary weapons and tracker
Of course.
beams, maybe fire. But of course, if you decide to call it dual fisting, I wouldn't be opposed. That'd be amazing. In any event,
Not me either.
Your
luckily,
Honor,
this guy
objection.
Anubis who was trying to give you advice, he's of the ice, and he will be taken care of by the ice, if you know what I mean. Thank you.
Jesus.
Wicket.
Wait, what the hell, man?
Blue?
Are you saying they're gonna come and get me or something like that?
The blue racism. Also,
Guys,
Wicked,
this
aren't you
is
an
not
immigrant?
funny. I'm drawing a line, dude, right here. No way. I'm
got
not.
my
Wow.
papers.
Wicked full section.
I
It's
left my
just gonna be
papers in
dead
my
air.
other band.
Well, we could just play like
Uncool,
some
dude.
clown music or something over that part.
Ice on.
All right, next.
Fuck, dude.
Damn.
Dude, you let one drop in the last episode of Wicket, and I heard it, and I left it. I didn't expect this from you twice.
I did.
Here on Open Comms. we've
I was
got
about to say I did.
Skeeter, anything you'd like to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
I'm sorry, what?
that.
Skeeter,
What do you want to say? This is your moment,
Thank you.
Skeeter.
Skeeter, why are you here? Skeeter, anything you want to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
Well, Duke said something earlier about sex showers. That sounds fun. Let's do
Go
that.
on.
Really stuck with you.
Okay. Cosmic Hobo, anything you'd like to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
Give us a Matori before the end of March, please. Maybe crafting too.
All right. All right. And Billster, anything you'd
bad.
like to
I
say to
couldn't say
CIG,
that.
Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
That my turn now. Cut out. Sorry.
Yeah, Billster.
Yeah, Chris Roberts, CIG. Let's get these updates out a little quicker. I know you got people working over there doing things. Let's start doing them. To the people on the internet, keep on keeping on. Stay true.
Fuck
I
yeah.
like it.
Fuck yeah.
It's positive.
All right. Duke, we did it.
We did it. Well, they did it. We were just
We
kind of
did it.
hanging on.
Yeah. Fucking for dear life, man. All right. Well, you know how we end these things.
Oh, right. You're gonna play us out, right?
No, you play us out.
I'm gonna play us out. All right.
Yeah. Da 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 da.